Today, the episode will be in English language. This video is dedicated to my friends and colleagues at work who suggest and requested me to do a video in English language for them. Today is the day. I'm happy to oblige for them. Today we're gonna talk not about the cigar, but today we're gonna talk about 101, as the American fellow says, the basics information about cigar, how to cut, how to light, how to lit, and how to smoke a cigar. Stay with me. Hello, I'm Majd David from London. Today we're gonna talk about basics, how for a beginners to choose, pick a cigar, and most importantly, how to cut, how to toast, and how to lit and enjoy the cigars. Many people in the past, they try cigars before and they inhale, and they cough heavily, and they hate it ever since after. Well, today you have a coach. I'm here to tell you what's the principle, what's the basics only, and this video is gonna be in English language for those people who doesn't know. It's been requested for me by a couple times, so I'm gonna demonstrate now a very lovely cigar in London. We are so lucky to have this cigar, by the way. It's from Hondurans. It's not a Cuban cigar, but whatever today I explain the cigar from, it's applied in every single cigar. It's from okay, it's not focusing. It's from Puffin Cigar in London. It's only available in c.garsltd.com, and that's the website. Is very trusted website. You can purchase cigars from there, which is I do for the past 12-15 years. Before we talk about the principle, I just want to make sure everything it's in motion and my camera here set up in the right way. Okay, so the cigar, it's Robusto size, it's 5x50 ring gauge. You don't have to understand all this information, only to focus today about how to cut and how to toast and lit the cigar and enjoy it. Whatever information I'll provide you in, it's for fun, it's for your own enjoyment and entertaining. Lots of people, what they do, they take the band off before they start lit the cigar or smoke the cigar. It's a preference. There is no etiquette in that, so it's up to you. If you want the classic looks, which is we grew up on Clint Eastwood, Bud Spencer, and Charles Brosnan, all those great people, they will smoke cigars with no band on them. So the band thing is just for information for you, whoever sit in the lounge while we smoke a cigar. Is a conversation starter. For me, I'm gonna take it off just for the fun of it, so I can be with you guys all the way. So be careful when you take the band. Some of them, they are very sticky, so don't risk it if it's too sticky. So don't risk it. This one, I know the cigar is, the band is not that there is no much glue in it, because we don't want to rip the wrapper of the cigar, which is give you bad experience. After that, it's going to be unraveled or unwrapped while you smoke the cigar from the heat. The cigar comes from 3 parts. It's the filler, and it's a bunch of leaves. Could be short leaves, could be cut, could be full leaf. It depends on the cigar you're buying. Well, most likely that longer cigar is going to be longer filler. Shorter cigars like that is going to be short filler. You don't have to focus on that. Today we are focusing only on the principles of the cigar, how to cut, toast, lit, smoke, and what to do before that. Then you have the binder who hold all this bunch of leaves, and you have the wrapper, which is the beautiful one you see right now. That's the wrapper. Pay attention to this bit here. Every single cigar, they have that. Oh, just need to see this. The focus is manual. Let's do it auto. I just want to be multi. There you go. So here you go. That's the bit here head of the cigar, body of the cigar, foot of the cigar. So on the head, always there's going to be a line. Always going to be a line. This is very important, ladies and gentlemen, whoever watching. This line, very important. Focus on that line. When you cut the head of the cigar, do not, I repeat, do not pass this line, which calls the shoulder in English. The shoulder line, do not pass that, because if you cut more than that, it will unwrap the cigar while you smoke it, and your experience will be horrible. So always pay attention for this bit here. Some of them, they have double, some of them have triple. It just depends on the cigar, on the roller who do it. Depends on what cigar you're smoking, depends what premium cigar you're smoking. Price wise, as a beginner, I know you're gonna have to look and experiment on the cheapest cigars possible. This is not expensive cigar. However, when you find experiment on the cigar you look for, it doesn't matter if you say I smoke cheap cigars or expensive cigars. It's not that the case. Yes, I know some expensive cigars, they are tastier than the cheapest one. However, I've been smoking and experienced expensive cigars before. Not always the case. They are horrible. I smoked this one, is much tastier than the others. This is a very beautiful basic cigar from Hondurans. It's from Honduras, from Nicaragua, from Dominica, and from Cuba. So you have to experiment yourself on that. So you want to start to smoke a cigar, pay attention to the shoulder. Now we're talking cutter wise. Cutter wise, these are the basic cutters. That's the company I tell you from. Please do check them out. They are brilliant. I've been shopping from them for 15 years plus. Extremely excellent service. Hands down the best of prices in UK. They always have good offers. Please check them out. They have also spirits. If you are into the spirits, minimum purchase 50 plus for free delivery. I pay my own thing, by the way. I'm not getting anything for this advertisements. However, I just want to give you a trustworthy place to get your cigar from. Do not buy cigars from the supermarkets or grocery shops. They don't have the original things, such as hand rolled cigars like this one. It's all by machines, and it's all chemical added. We'll talk about this later when I leave the cigar. Now, most importantly, for the beginners, just buy a basic cutter, my friend. Don't be cheap. Don't be a cheap. This is less than £5. This is less than, well, this is £8 anyway, because this one is the best for the beginners. Why? I tell you in a minute. Because it has one end. So remember when I talk about the shoulder thing, don't pass the shoulder line, which is this one here. This one here, the shoulder line. This one, when you cut the cigar, it will be impossible to pass the shoulder line, and that will give you a guaranteed cut, a perfect cut for your cigar, especially for those people who doesn't know what they are doing. This one will help them. So you need to find a cutter. You can check Amazon, AliExpress, eBay. They all have this type of cutters one-sided. So please do. Or if you are more confident, to buy a basic cutter. Basic cutter, buy one. If you said to me, I don't have a basic cutter, what should I do? You can buy it, but it's not something you would love to do in the first time you try a cigar. So do your homework. Don't be a cheap. Again, buy a cutter. Now, today I have my beautiful coffee. I just want to show off my skills in coffee because it has a lovely crema. So I'm gonna have the cigar with a coffee, and we'll talk about the cigars and what to drink with in the coming video, in the coming review. Now let's cut, let's toast, let's lit. Then we will talk about the basics, principles, what to do, what to not to do, and then we have fun together. So I'm gonna use my lovely trusted c.gars.com. That's the company, that's the website. Please look them out. And it is perfect cutter. You cannot go more than the shoulder line, which is, here you go, is being cut it perfectly. I will show you. Here you go. Do you see? That's what I'm talking about. The shoulder line is very close by, and that's why the cutter will not let the shoulder will be unwrapped during the heat. When you smoke the cigar, open the wrapper, and then you're gonna have horrible experience, especially for the people who are first time. They don't know what they are doing. Now, toasting the foots. Some people, the professional people such as Matthew McConaughey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Winston Churchill, Sylvester Stallone, you can see them. They open their lighter and they lit right away by rotating the cigar in their mouth, and they lit the cigar perfectly. We are not there yet. This video for beginners, so I advise you to toast the cigar before you start lighting it and smoke it. So the idea is, pay attention. That's the principle. So that's the foot of the cigar. You need a lighter. You can have any type of lighter. Well, preferably, because we are outside, unless you are indoors, which there's no wind like that now. So you can have a soft flame, or you can have a jet flame like this one. This is very cheap. This is very cheap lighter, by the way. You can get that from the same website, or you can go and look for AliExpress, eBay, Amazon, so on and so forth. They have a cheap lighters like that. It's called jet lighters. They have double, triple, quattro, so on. One flame, it's enough just for the beginner. Then if you love the hobby, and you can go from there and experiment, or buy something more fancy because you are into the hobby. Now, we are here to teach you to love the hobby, not to have a horrible experience like some people. We will talk about it in the coming minutes. So the idea is this. So you need to get the soft flame to touch the foot of the cigar, which is this one, from outside, from the outline. You don't go to the center. That's the whole idea. Don't go to the center. The center you go to when you are about to lit the cigar. So this step is the toasting the cigar. Why are we toasting the cigar? So you have an even burning while we smoke it. So you don't have a wacky burning when you are smoking. Some side is burning more than the others, and you have a uneven burn, which looks unprofessional and looks unpleasant for you, and you don't know what you're doing. So I'm here to help. So most importantly, focus on the border of the foot of the cigar. You can use soft flame. So the soft flame, it's difficult to control if you're outside. If you are inside, it's very easy to control. So you put the tip of the flame on the around out border of the center. That's the idea. I'm gonna do it with that because most of the people, I don't think so, they're gonna have a jet lighter. With the jet lighter will be a lot easier. If I show you a lot easier, here you go. If I do it like that, I don't go too near to it because it's too hot, so I don't scorch and burn the tobacco. I just need to toast it. Just need this to have a little bit of carbon in it, or the burning in it. So I put the flame near the tip, near the border. See, the flame is not stable, so I have to be patient with it, and I rotate my hand. So as you can see, I'm burning. This is need to be practice of many cigars to be good at it. So something you don't expect to get it in the first time. So don't be discouraged. Just carry on, practice on cheaper boxes until you get it right. So you keep rotate it like that, or you can rotate by a hand, but much easy is to hold the lighter like that and rotate the cigar. As you can see, that's what I'm talking about. Do you see the edges are burning? Except for the middle, it's time to lit the cigar. When I lit it, I just rotate it in my mouth so I get even burn. And I blow in it. Why? When you blow in it, you can see the amber, it's glowing. So it shows you every surface in the cigar is being lit properly. If it's not, it will show dark areas, and that dark area, it needs an attention, need to relight again to make sure the cigar is fully lit. And that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that edge. Beautiful. Beautiful. Practice makes perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what to do now? Just give a few minutes to rest, to lit, to take, smell and enjoy that wonderful aroma came from that Honduran cigars. Beautiful. It will come down. It will take a minute to sort it the flavors for you. You can smoke it the way you like it. I'm here just to guide you. Then you do whatever you like after that. This video is just to guide the people who have no idea what to do. So, everything done, everything set in motion. Now, I will have the first sip of my coffee. Then we talk about what to drink with the cigar. That's a coffee. Cheerio. Oh, cheers. Oh, heaven. Well done, me. Very important, ladies and gentlemen, do not, and I mean do not, inhale the cigar inside your lungs. Nobody does that. Not Sir Winston Churchill, not Sir Winston Churchill, not Arnold Schwarzenegger, not Sylvester Stallone, not Saddam Hussein, not me, not any cigar smoker. I know some people have stronger lungs, they inhale a couple of times. That's them. But I'm talking about you, the beginner, who has no idea what to do, which is I'm making the video in English language, which is not my channel to do an English review. It's only meant to be in Arabic for Arab people. However, I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to oblige. Please do not inhale the cigar. Don't. It's wrong. That's why lots of people, when they had been handed over a cigar for first time, they inhale it right away because they have no idea what's the principle, and they heavily coughed, hate it forever. Well, you guys have a coach here. The coach will tell you what to do. Then it's up to you. You love it or hate it. However, we did our part. You did your part. You experiment in the right way. Then it's up to you. And you don't have to be a fancy person and make a lot of money to smoke a cigar. I will explain this while we go on this review. So, watch me how I smoke. Now it took about a few minutes. It's settled. It's ready to be flavored, to sample, to smoke, to enjoy. So, I'm going to have a puff and I'll show you. It's only here in your mouth and you blow out. That's the whole idea of smoking cigars. Watch me. Oh, delicious. Oh, vitamin C. Watch again. Just in my mouth and put it out. Now, lots of you said, well, Dave, why are you smoking cigars in the first place if you cannot inhale the cigars? What about the nicotine? Every cigar has a nicotine, of course. Some of them have more than the others, especially the younger age cigars, they have more nicotine. The nicotine in this tobacco leaf, it's an organic leaf of tobacco. Of course, it will contain a nicotine. The chlorophyll on the leaf of the cigars, the younger they are, the more nicotine in them. That's why they age some cigars to reduce the strength of the nicotine in the cigars. Why so? To give it more pleasant taste. It will not give it that harsh taste. It will be harsh taste if the cigar is young, if it's not being stored for an amount of time. It will be a little bit heavy on the palate. So some people, they enjoy that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing those cigars. I'm just saying, just giving you information here. And some people, they love that. Me, I don't. It's a cigar for me. It's a hobby, not an addiction. Cigar for me, it's a hobby, not an addiction. This is my first cigar after 2 months. Why? The weather doesn't help much. The weather is horrible. The cigar needs to be smoked in a very warm environment to enjoy it, because you're not smoking for nicotine. You're smoking for enjoyment, for relaxing. And the weather, if it's cold, you're gonna smoke like that. That's not enjoying smoke a cigar, because I done that before and I experiment on myself a lot of situations. It needs to be in comfortable, warm environment to enjoy a cigar. Now, that's being said, you do what you do. I'm just here to show you the options. I am not here to tell you what to do. Nope, no sir, no madam. I'm here to show you the options, what to do. Then you do. When you learn, when you know what you are doing, and you understand the hobby, then you do whatever you feel comfortable. Simple as that. Beautiful, beautiful pop. Now we are talking about the edges. It's windy a little bit. I hope this is not affecting the voice when I'm talking. This the edge I was talking about. If you do the toasting the cigar in the right way, we're gonna end up with a nice sharp edge like that evenly. If you do it wrongly, it's gonna be one down, one up, and you have to retouch it to even the sides of the cigar. We will do that in some other videos, or I do it in the end of the video to show you how it looks like. But this is what I'm talking about. Cigars meant to be patience. You have to have a time to enjoy. Now, I'll have a puff and I'll give you a little bit more information about history. Cigars being exhibited in the Caribbean, particularly in Cuba, 7,000 years ago. It's been discovered in 1493, something like that, in the 14th, 15th century. The cigar, not meant to be for the millionaires or people who has a status or that. The cigar meant to be for the people in the Caribbean when they have hard labor day. And at the end of the day, they gather together. They have a nice drink, which is rum. Pay attention to the rum bit. I didn't say whiskey. I didn't say cognac. So they gather together after labor day, and they have a cigar and a rum while they're resting after hard labor day. Labor day is not meant to be for a fancy people. Those are people who work so hard, and at the end of the day, it's a social gathering. That's what it's meant to be. It's something to do to relax, something to sit down and reward yourself after a hard day labor. Now, okay, David, so what's happened then? Why the cigar has to be with whiskey or even cognac? The and then in the early 1900s, the British, they were fancy. They will that time they will smoking pipes. Now, to make exclusive gentlemen clubs in UK, or particularly in London, the gentleman club, they have imported cigars, imported cognac, because no whiskey, it was imported cognac, and the cognac was from France and this from Cuba, put together, make a gentleman club, and become a fancy hobby to deal with. And people thinking at that time this is for people who has high status to smoke a cigar. My friend, my colleagues, especially, which is I'm doing the video for them, they know how much I'm making money. They make the same money I do. They know what's the situation, and I'm smoking cigar. Just telling you, you can enjoy that. You can enjoy the hobby. It's not about high state or high somebody make too much money. You still can enjoy. The people they have much money enjoy cigars. They just buy a fancier cigar, a premium cigar, expensive cigar, exclusive cigars. That's the difference. You can still look and search by experiment on cigar, which one is the tastiest for you, suitable for your palate, and that's the one you choose and carry on. Now, the nicotine bit. Let me have a puff, a sip of coffee, then we continue. Stay tuned. I've got a cocoa flavor, I've got woody, nutty, leather, all that. Well, now he's telling me, David, how do you taste the leather? When you have a dry wine and your tongue will be dry on the side, and that's the leather taste. That's how it tastes leather. And you have earthy. Now, tasting a cigar, it depends on you when you are young. Flavors registered in your brain is registered when we are young in the kitchen, your grandfather, your uncle, when he smoked pipe, whatever that time. When you taste, it will hit you. Do I have an advanced palate more than you are? No. I'm just more experienced than you are in the hobby, so I know what to taste because I've been doing this hobby for a long time. So yes, there is people, they are being gifted, they have advanced palate in their mouth, they can taste something far more what I can taste, but I'm an average person, I have an average palate. So it's, if you don't taste a cigar for the beginner from the first time, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. It's just, you are just a beginner. You need to train your palate to smoke and taste the cigar. Then you can start taking it from there. Just don't be discouraged. Don't be disheartened. It takes time. It not takes in one day or month or so. It takes time to understand the flavors, how to develop your palate for such a thing. It comes during the hobby practice. No, I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee, then we talk about the nicotine a little bit. And cheerio, or cheers. I'd still say cheerio. That's what we say in Arabic. We say cheerio, then say cheers. Now, the nicotine, it when you puff a cigar like that, the nicotine on your saliva will transfer to your bloodstream, and when you have a nicotine in bloodstream, it start giving you, if you are a headache. It can be nausea. I think the word is yeah, like a nausea. You're gonna give you a shivering little bit because the nicotine will enter to your bloodstream right away from the saliva, and that's how the nicotine works in the cigars. That's why we don't inhale the cigar. That's why it's already in your palate and you blow off. The second thing I want to tell you for the beginners, the first one, don't inhale the cigar. The second important things, please eat heavy food before you smoke a cigar. Eat heavy food, have a dessert also if you can, before you smoke a cigar. Why? The heavy food will slow down the process of the nicotine which is entered your bloodstream. The food will mask that. The food will make this process doesn't affect you right away. Because if you smoke a cigar on your empty stomach, I promise you, you're gonna throw up. You're gonna throw up, no question. If you are a cigarette smoker, you might, maybe, and there's a maybe in it, there's 2% you can resist the cigar more than others who are never smoke in their life, such as myself. I never smoke in my life. The first thing I start smoking is a cigar, and I throw up my head countless times until I understood what's going on. So, number one, don't inhale the cigar. Number two, have a heavy food before you smoke the cigars. I'm talking this one. This is a light-bodied cigar. Always look for the light-bodied cigar if you're a beginner, because when you get used to the hobby, you can look for full-bodied cigars. Yet you still have to eat. Even for a experienced person as myself, I still have to eat heavily if I'm going to smoke a full-flavored cigar or a full-bodied cigar. Is the nicotine thing you need to worry about. I mean, it has a little bit harshness. So, and that's what it is about this nicotine, how it comes to your bloodstream. Now, if you didn't have a sugar and you eating, you're not inhaling, and most likely the cigar comes from 3/3. Any cigar, any length has a 3/3. First third, second third, last third, last third. The last third, mostly, of the cigars, the nicotine will be concentrated here because you keep pulling, keep puffing. Most likely comes to the last third. Not always. There are cigars from end to end. They are light and delightful. But I'm talking about something if you have to encounter such a situation. Straight away, if you feel like you are dizzy, you have a nauseous feeling, put the cigar down and quickly put the two teaspoons of sugar in your mouth, or eat a chocolate bar, or have a Pepsi, full fat Pepsi. You need, oh, this is windy coming again. You need a sugar in your bloodstream. It will kill the nauseous feeling within 2 minutes, so you don't have to throw up. So, most importantly, how to avoid such a situation is by the sugar. How to avoid such a situation to get dizzy or shivering or nauseous is by eating heavy. Have a heavy food, whatever stew you have, or eat heavily, and do not inhale. So we talk about how to cut, how to lift, how to puff, what to do, what not to do. Now we talk about the drinks. That's the last thing. Let me have a puff. This delicious cigar. Of course, I can tell you a lot about cigars, but I don't want to do the long video. It's already half an hour. So delicious. Let me have another sip. Oh, that's heaven. Well done, me. Now, what to drink with a cigar? So everybody knows the British, the English club, cigar with whiskey, cigar with cognac. History-wise, cigar meant to be with rum. Why? Because it came out from the Caribbean drink. It was rum. If this one being done by the British, it will be whiskey, because that's what they drink. It could be gin, like the pipe. With the pipe they drink tea and gin, because the pipe came from this country. Because it's come from the Caribbean, and the Caribbean national drink, it's rum, so it goes with the rum. Now, what about cognac? Cognac is just fancy drink, which is European. Didn't made in France, and that's why it goes with the brandy and cognac, brandy, cognac, and not rum. Now, if this come in Turkey, it will be arak or raki or whatever, or in Greek it will be with O's, because they invented. Whatever country invents something, that's the thing they drink with it, because that's their national drink. Now, can I drink that with whiskey? Of course. Can I drink that with rum? Certainly, absolutely. So drink whatever suitable for you. If you are a whiskey drinker, so the obvious choice, you smoke a cigar with whiskey. If you are a vodka drinker, you can drink that with vodka. There's no rules like used to be. It was rules at that time. Oh, because the club, they found it, and foundation of the club is have a cigar and brandy, because they're both being imported. So everybody thinking, okay, well, I can afford a brandy, I can afford a whiskey, they go with that. We don't have these rules anymore. Something is old-fashioned now. You can drink this whatever drink you are enjoy more, because if you're not vodka drinker, you're not gonna drink that with vodka, are you? If you're not whiskey drinker, you're not gonna drink that with whiskey, are you? Now, if you don't know what to drink with types of cigar, because certain cigars, they work very well with whiskey, certain cigars works very well with cognac, certain cigars works very well with rum or beer, like Perdomo. Perdomo works with beer. It's made for German people because they love beer. That's what they like it. So then they made cigars suitable for that beer. It's just marketing scheme. Anyway, you cannot go wrong with any cigar if you have it with coffee. You cannot go wrong, my friend. You can have any cigar. If you don't know what to pair with it, coffee is the best choice, hands down. Coffee with a cigar is the best. The bitterness of the coffee with no sugar. Of course, if you want sugar, that's up to you. It will reset your palate, and you can have more flavor. Let me have a puff before it goes off. God. Oh, such a delightful cigar. Sorry. Now, for people who are not able to drink alcohol for any reason, could be for any reason, you can drink this with coffee. If you don't drink coffee, drink it with tea. If you don't drink tea or coffee, my body is a temple, I don't drink that. Well, it's a body temple, you don't smoke, are you? You can have it with water, you can have it with juice if you want to. Sugar and cigar, they go quite well together because the sugar will contain and limited the nicotine on your bloodstream and not mess with it, especially if you're a beginner. That's what it is. That's how it is. Now, if you have a box of cigar, you get a box of cigar or a cigar you didn't like and you have 2 of them or 3 of them, the cigar meant to be taste a lot better if you had seafood. If you had a seafood, this is extra information I'm giving you that. This is extra information. If you had a seafood or a fish or sushi or whatever, seafood in general, cigar would taste a lot better. After you have a seafood, sit down, enjoy a cigar. One more thing, lengthwise, the longer the cigar, the longer? No. The shorter the cigar, the shorter? No. It depends on the fermentation. It depends on how they've been processed. The cigar, it's organic leaf, has no chemical in it. It's just a pricey. That's the only downside in the cigars. It's just a pricey. So, do I smoke the cigar the whole way or shall I smoke a bit by bit a cigar? Now, as a cigar experience and cigar connoisseur, you have to smoke the cigar from end to finish. Why? Because the goodness and the people who made the cigar for you, it takes 3 years from the seed to your hand. So all this time, they've been processing, looking after a craft for you to enjoy flavors or to enjoy in generally. It will go wasted if you turn off the cigar and relight it again. It will taste like a tea burned. It will taste horrible. It will taste disgusting. The cigar, when it comes from the box, it's like a man sleeping. You lit it, he's alive. You put it off, he's dead. You relight it again, it's like a zombie. That's basically it is. I strongly advise you to smoke the cigar from end to finish. What's the end? What's the finish? It depends on you. Some people, they smoke the cigar until the end. Some people smoke the cigar until the last third and they throw it away. Will that be waste, David? It is waste. So you have to know what cigar you have. That day, this cigar takes an hour. Well, 50 minutes. It takes 50 minutes. So you have to know that day you have no disturbance. You're going to have time to smoke, sit down and enjoy. If you have a busy life, I don't recommend you smoke a cigar unless you know you're going to have a nice hour for yourself to chill, relax, and smoke a cigar without disturbance. Yes, you can chit chat, you can talk on the phone, you can watch Netflix, TV, TikTok, blogs, whatever, but make sure you finish the cigar. Now, for those people who smoke the cigar, is like giving a debt to the bank every month. It's like pay for lease. If the taste doesn't affect your palate and you are okay with that nasty taste in your mouth, it doesn't affect you, so be it, do it. I've seen a person in the airport, he has a very expensive cigar, limited edition Cohiba. He paid £600 for it. I know the price because I've seen it before. I smoked it before COVID. It was a reasonable price. After COVID, the prices jump high. I'm not going to talk why the prices jump high. This is another video. He smoked a little bit, 10 minutes, and he put it off and he put it back in the tube. Smoke it again. Well, it's nasty. It's not meant to be. He wastes his money for a flavor, some beautiful cigar being made, Cohiba. and he just do like that. Well, that's his money, he can do whatever. I'm just saying, this is the information for you guys, cigar mentee. So find a place, sorry, find a time for yourself to smoke a cigar from end to finish. You don't have to buy a big cigar. You can you can buy a smaller range gauge cigars, small sizes cigars, so you have less time. However, even that, I said so. It's some cigars, they are smaller than this, and it takes forever to smoke them. It's about the fermentation. See, this one now become wacky. As I said before, when you have something like that, it will fix itself. I know that. I know this. I know the cigar. I smoked it before. But if you have a cigar burn like that, I just want to show you this before I go. Let's say the cigar is burned this way. This is the way you. Let me just smoke a little bit, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you come across with such a situation like that, uneven burn like this, see the difference. Some of beginners, they're not gonna be doing the toasting perfectly. It takes practice. Don't be disheartened. You might end up with something like that, uneven. Do you see how it's wacky? What do you do? Get your lighter. If you have a softer flame, just burn the other side. If you have jet flame, just burn the other side, and make it in the same line as it is. Like this one is not yet, so I'm gonna just do like that. So I show you. Here you go. See, it will turn to the ash soon. As soon as it goes down, it start burning faster. It's happened. Well, that's all I want to say in this video about the basics of the cigar, or like the American says, 101 basic cigars you need to pay attention to. I'm Much David. I hope you find this video informative and entertaining a little bit. If you like the video, give me thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give me thumbs down. I have a channel on YouTube also. It's in Arabic, but I'm gonna put this also in my YouTube channel so you can have a better look. If you prefer YouTube, you don't have TikTok. I hope you enjoy. See you. Mm, delicious.